Now we're going to take a trip to 1982 because the cover is Love's Train by Kan Fung Shun band group from 1982. For you stat heads that aren't cultured on this track, because I didn't know this existed till this cover either, it spent 48 weeks on the Billboard charts, peaking at number 9 in May of 1983. So if you're hearing any conversation about this and somebody who, you know, was old enough to be alive during this time was like, man, that was a hit back in the day, I'm happy to see them, you know, make a cover for it. Now you understand, you know, stat wise how it was a hit, and just overall, you know, listen to the track not first, but that we could understand the differences, how you feel Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars. Did they do it justice? Did they do it better? We get the idea behind that. But this track, seeing the return of them, I mean, but what can I say besides the fact it's a crime they don't have more music? But with that, the track is delightful, it's luscious, and it has that signature groove that we've, you know, been accustomed to in Evening with Silk Sonic. They put that onto here so it doesn't feel as dated to me. Listen, it's 2022. I wasn't born in the 80s, late 90s. So to me, I'm enjoying this new cover a lot better. The first minutes, definitely you're just riding on the instrumental until you eventually get the chorus coming in. And as far as the content, listen, I'm not going to sit here and say, yo, come on. If a shawty calling you up and she's with somebody else, don't be a simp. I'm not going to hit you with that, but I will get you the story behind this content because it's pretty interesting. Now, two of the band members, I believe Michael Cooper and Felton, and I'm going to read you the exact quote from Michael Cooper when he was interviewed about the track. A tall, pretty young lady came to the studio in San Francisco and Felton moved on her quickly. About a month into their relationship, she slides up to me and says she really wanted me. One thing led to another, and soon she was juggling me and Felton. But I don't know that. I thought she dumped me. She stayed in an apartment that had to buzz you in. One night I went there and she was with Felton. I said the corniest thing a brother could say. If by chance you could let me come up, we can talk about this. I don't know where those words came from. End quote. Yo, that shit's hilarious. I don't know if any of y'all been in a love triangle. I haven't been in a love triangle exactly. But I remember years back, I was fucking with a chick. Come to find out, you know, some weeks later, that my dog was also fucking with the chick. And I was like, ain't no fucking, we talk about her? That there's a, you know, going on from there. It's like, how did she fit her schedules to where we never met up? How they, man, it was hilarious, man. And with that, it's funny because I believe it wasn't Michael Cooper himself said, you know, him saying that quote to the chick was corny. And in this track, if I didn't have this backstory, I wouldn't say it was corny, and I don't want to call it romantic, but I guess you could say it's sensual in a way. Whenever you hear Bruno Mars just singing on the hook, if by chance you let me come over out on the street, I want to see you, baby. It's like you get this vintage movie in your head. You might even add some rain on there. It's just like, damn, this man's in love. He just wants to see the girl. He just wants to make love. The whole entire time she messing with somebody else that you know, that you weren't aware of. It's funny, and it sort of reminds me, you know, the story behind it to some of the one-liners that we would get in Evening with Silk Sonic. Even though this is a bit more serious, knowing the story and just I don't know, to me it's funny, it's a bit ironic, sort of you know, opposite to what you expect to, especially whenever you get the verses like she says sugar, honey, darling. You feel like, you know, the warmness starting to reach over you, that seduction kicking in. And then, you know, we got a love triangle going on. I enjoyed this cover. I can't really break this down for you in a way where, you know, I could truly bring out the most from the original 92 version and this one, because again, I wasn't alive in the 80s. I was born late 90s. But I'm appreciative of the original song, me knowing about the band. I might check them out more, and the story that comes along with this, because if I just listen to the cover by itself without finding more about it, I'll be like, all right, that was a sweet track. A bit weird, that triangle going on to the end, but just seeing how it all came together and just being able to hear Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars come in, and I wouldn't even say bring it justice or give it more life, but sort of refine it, polish it, and just make it feel more crystal clear for the ears. It was definitely a pleasant experience. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this. God, what's wrong with me? Let me know y'all's thoughts on this Are y'all fucking with it? Is this making you crave more Silk Sonic? Because again, man, they needed to drop at least a 14, 15 track album. They wanted to keep it on the short side, but honestly, at that point, it's an EP. It ain't even a project like that. But that's enough of my rant and my tangent. Hope you enjoy the video. With that, I'm done. I'm out of here.